I think my life's work is really about answering the why question and making sure that at the end of the day, I've left this earth better than I found it. I am a kid of the 60s. I'm a child of the civil rights movement. And so as a child, I constantly saw images of people that looked like me being abused. And so as a kid, I remember just driving my parents batty. Well, why? Well, why are they putting police dogs on those people? Well, what? Well, that's not right. That's not fair. And just like COVID-19, talk about repeating our history, right? Once again, it's been ignored because why? The people who are most susceptible are the ones that don't have power in our world. When I first got to Portland, the Oregon Citizen Alliance was hot and heavy and putting anti-gay measures on the ballot. And I was just absolutely appalled. I was like, who are these people and how do you let them take over the ballot? But when I went to work for Bev Stein at Multnomah County, my very first assignment was putting together the Ryan White Council for HIV/AIDS funding. This was the first HIV/AIDS money that was dedicated, that was coming directly into the county. That's when I first became aware of CAP. And in fact, CAP was part of the coalition that was fighting against the anti-gay measures as well. CAP's work is so important because everything that I do intersects with what CAP does. People who have been invisible until recently have been transgender Black women. And what we know is that they're dying at astronomical rates, and they're dying because people aren't caring. They aren't showing them the kind of care and support that they need. If people don't accept you as you are, then you are gonna have a really, really, really hard time. This is all of a sudden a brand new civil rights fight. CAP members, CAP supporters, all are reflected in these issues, whether we're talking housing people can afford to live in, whether we're talking access to quality, affordable health care, whether we're talking access to mental health treatment, whether we're talking employment opportunities. So it is clear that CAP has been vital over the years at really supporting people who honestly weren't getting support from anywhere else. But I certainly remember the early days where CAP was the only game in town, and the AIDS Walk was the only way to raise visibility of people who were living with HIV and AIDS. I walked in the Cascade AIDS March for at least a dozen years.
Who else could get us up this early on a Saturday morning, right? Right?
What I always loved was just the vibrancy, right? The aliveness of it, the beauty of the colors and pride and happiness of people that were participating. How wonderful we have come to a place now where HIV/AIDS is not a death sentence and that people live healthy, productive lives with HIV, but I credit CAP because quite frankly, without the advocacy, without the community organizing, we'd never gotten to the place where we'd have medications that would help people live full lives. And so I have always considered CAP a strong community partner, whether I was doing community organizing, whether I was down at the legislature, we always found ways to work cooperatively together. And I look forward to CAP and I working together to reimagine what community safety looks like so that all of our community can live safe and healthy lives.